We are back now and joined by Caleb Rozier, who is a volunteer with the American Heart Association and also here representing Carrollton Fire Rescue. And we are talking about cardiac arrest today. Obviously a very big topic when we think about what happened with Bronny James. Really scary. And so we wanted to ask you a couple questions before you give us a demonstration.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Our first question for you, when people hear cardiac arrest, I think a lot of people may not even really realize what that is. Can you kind of explain what's happening to the body and what that would look like?
Sure, absolutely. It's a great question. So cardiac arrest, let's just break down those two words. Cardiac is heart and arrest means stop. So for some reason, there's a lot of reasons why this could happen, the heart stops working, okay? And within a few seconds, the heart is no longer beating oxygenated blood. It stops going through the brain, which keeps us conscious, controls a lot of functions in our body. You would see somebody pass out and fall to the ground when a cardiac arrest happens, and that starts a cascade of events. It's a time-dependent problem, cardiac arrest, so we've got 10 minutes to get in, intervene, and positively impact this person's chances of survival.
And we're definitely going to talk about that intervention part in just a moment, but I know for a lot of parents, this is probably really scary. You know, back to school is coming. I know a lot of young athletes have probably started going out to practice already.
Sure.
It is so hot outside. What are some of the risk factors that can kind of play into this?
So, cardiac arrest can happen to anyone of any age, any demographic. I mean, there are so many reasons why. And so do the best to take care of yourself, regular checkups, you know, out in the heat, hydration, those kind of things. But it is a problem that affects all walks of life, people of all age groups.
Absolutely. And the big word here, intervention. And you just said this, but I would just love for you to reiterate the importance of that time for someone to do something.
So 10 minutes. We've got a 10-minute window. On average, every minute that goes by when somebody's in cardiac arrest, 10% of their chance of survival goes away. So quick intervention with high-quality CPR and an AED will increase an individual's chance of survival by 2 to 3 times.
So now that we know when this needs to happen, what needs to happen is also very important.
So
you've got some.
The first thing you want to do is you want to activate what we call the chain of survival. So you need to call 911, all right? Get 911 working and somebody on the way. But shake and shout, hey, are you okay? You're going to call for somebody to go get an AED. You're going to set up close to this individual, hands in the center of the chest, shoulders over your hands, and your upper body is going to pump like a piston. And you're going to push down hard and fast in the center of the chest. So 2 inches deep, 100 to 120 beats a minute. We always talk about how the Bee Gees staying alive is the rate. And then we don't want to stop until help arrives, allowing full recoil of that chest every time we push down, because we are literally pumping this person's heart.
I do have a question about this. I took one of these trainings and I felt like some people were concerned about hurting that person, like how hard you need to go, like can you hurt them?
This is the only tool we've got,
yeah.
Okay? And so 2 inches, the only way we really know that we're being effective, you're probably gonna feel some cracking, crunching, popping. I know everybody is gonna kind of react to that, but we have to use their chest to push on that heart and beat the heart.
And our second demonstration here.
So when the AED arrives, you've been doing compressions. Somebody needs to be in charge of getting the AED set up while the compressions are happening. So while the compressions are ongoing, you're going to have visual and audible cues from the AED. The pads will show you exactly where they need to be placed. So we're going to expose the chest. You would cut a bra off of a female. You would shave a chest of a male if necessary. The pads would apply, you would turn it on, it would analyze the heart rhythm, and it would advise you if you need a shock. It could tell you that no shock is advised. That doesn't mean that the machine isn't working properly. You just need to keep high quality compressions going and wait. Every 2 minutes, it will cycle and give you another opportunity to shock.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the questions I wanted to ask you, we here at WFAA have the privilege of having the American Heart Association come in, show us how to do this. I know different schools and groups too, but if anybody's watching this and wants to know, how do I get this kind of training where I am for my group, whether it's a church or a community group, do you all offer that kind of?
Absolutely, a number of ways. So American Heart Association is someone you can always reach out to. Carrollton Fire Rescue has been an American Heart Association training center for 20 years. We've got a great relationship with CFB ISD, Carrollton Farmers Branch Independent School District. We train all 5th, 8th, and 12th graders in the school district every year. You can go to YouTube and look up AHA's 1.5-minute video on hands-only CPR. Go to heart.org and sign up for a class. Reach out to us if you're in the Carrollton area, and we can put on a class for you. So a number of ways.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
This is
having
truly
me.
life-saving information.
Absolutely.
We're grateful for your time.
Thank you.